Greetings, one and all. I was with a dear friend the other day, and she was on her way to pick her children up from school. And she was saying to me how lucky I was that I'd never had children. And I was quite surprised to have that from her, because she's such a wonderful mother and very doting, very maternal. And I know myself that I never wanted children. So, okay, one partner I was with, I very nearly did have children with, but thankfully we didn't continue that way. But I had to then obviously say to her, I was like stunned, like, why do you say that? And she was saying how she'd never known what to do with her life, and obviously she met her husband. And the reason she had ended up having children was because everybody else was having children. And I was like, oh, so you kind of felt you needed to follow along with everybody else, which is what happens to a lot of people. People just follow along with what other people are doing because they don't know what to do themselves. I myself have spent many days and nights thinking, why am I here on this planet? What is the point of life? I'm sure you've all had that as well. And I think some people get trapped in the rat race and don't know what else to do. And I also wanted to do another example of a friend of mine who was in the army, and I found out later he really hated that job. He really didn't enjoy being a soldier. So I asked him, well, why did you do that? And it was because all his family had, his father before him, his grandfather before him. So again, follow him. People are not trying to be the people that they should be. They're just caught up in the doing what everybody else is doing. Whereas in the Gurdjieff work, it's trying to help you obviously live in this rat race, this lunatic asylum. But maybe it's also helping us find paths that are more individual and making sure we don't get caught up in the programming. Instead, we're trying to develop ourselves. You know, some of you will have kids, some of you will have perhaps been in monotonous jobs, but having something like the Gurdjieff work behind you gives you more stimulation to be the person you're supposed to be and the stimulation to continue with your work. This is why Gurdjieff says don't go off into monasteries or anything like that. His work is about learning how to navigate your way through this life. But I also see people imitate other people, as we all know. That's what humans do. So if we can put on the roles of helping people to, or showing how we are being an individual and finding our soul and going forth in our connections, then maybe that will be something that other people can imitate from us. So thank you, peace and love to